What's up? Thanks for joining me as MLS 2018 season begins tomorrow on Saturday, March 3rd. There's 6 games slated for the opening day, and I'm going to run through them all and give you my thoughts and opinions on how I think each game's going to go. So, like I said, there's 6 games. There's Toronto Columbus is where we're start, and I think it's going to be a tough game for Columbus, is what my prediction is. Just to be open, I am a huge Columbus Crew fan. I'm a season ticket holder, but I think Toronto's done a great job of utilizing all the TAM they've gotten this offseason. Given Columbus's trades they've made, shipping off Ola and Justin Miram, I think they've done a good job at replacing them, as especially Ola. Obviously, they got Zardes, pretty straight up trade, but he's looked great in preseason. I am more worried about replacing Justin Miram. That's kind of a big hole to fill, and we haven't really brought in a big name player to do that. But I do think, with that said, I think it'll be a good game, but I'm going to say Toronto wins 2-1. So up next, there's Houston and Atlanta. I think it's hard to go against Atlanta. They've got a lot of hype on them right now. Although they haven't looked spectacular in preseason, and Houston haven't made a lot of major moves, I'm going to go ahead and say Atlanta wins 3-1. They just have a lot of firepower. I'm just more worried about their defense. It kind of sounds similar to last season as well, I guess. So up next is New England, Philadelphia. They play at 7 Eastern. I don't know. It's hard for me to pick New England in this game, but at the same time, it's hard to pick either of these teams to win. New England kind of have a lot of drama around them with Lee Nywin. He obviously doesn't want to be there. They're not going to trade him. How does that affect the locker room? How does that affect the team play? New England haven't been known to spend a lot of money. If I had to pick a team, I would say Philadelphia wins, but I'm going to say 1-1 draw. Let's see what's next. Orlando City and DC United. I think this will be a great game to watch. Orlando's done a great job of completing their roster. Obviously, they brought Miram in. They've brought Lamina Sane in at center back. Who else did they bring in? Was it Sacha? Did they bring in Sacha? Let me check. Orlando City. I can't remember who that is. They did. They brought in Sasha. And obviously they got Dwyer, Miram, Sane again. Jonathan Spector, who's just made captain. I saw that. Yeah, I mean they've done a good job at filling out their roster. Definitely a lot more complete than in years past. I don't think Dallas has done anything, or not Dallas, DC. They haven't had to do anything, to be fair. Their roster has been pretty complete. They brought in Assad. That'll be a big signing. It'll be interesting to see if he can have another good year without all of that Atlanta firepower around him. This game, I'll say 2-2 draw. But I think both teams are going to have good seasons. Up next, 8 p.m. is FC Dallas, Real Salt Lake. These are probably two of the teams I know least about in general. But after looking through the rosters, it seems neither team made any major moves. I would say Dallas probably didn't need to make as many moves as other teams. they've had good seasons here recently. Um, they've got a lot of starters locked in that they don't need to fill those roles. Whereas I'm more worried about Real Salt Lake. Um, I see this being Riznak, Savarino, Justin Glad. Um, I see this being their team, and I hope they don't rely on Kyle Beckerman too much. I see that reliance on these older guys, and that worries me. I mean, they have a lot of older people, not or a lot of younger people on their team. It's just how do they step up, and it'll be interesting to see if Mavisian, if Mavisian will actually play, because there are a lot of rumors about him being loaned out or sold or whatever, because he hasn't performed that well. So for this game, man, that's tough. I'll say Dallas wins 3-1. And then the final game tomorrow is San Jose, Minnesota United. So Minnesota United, that is. I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, it's hard to. Nothing wrong with San Jose. It's just that no matter who Minnesota plays, it's hard to say that they're gonna win. I guess I mean, they haven't hardly done any major roster moves other than bringing in 10 wingers. Who knows what that means for them? I just don't see this going well for Minnesota. So I'll say 4-1 San Jose. But you could have said that Minnesota are playing any in PSL team, and I would probably say they lose 4-1 against them too. I'm kidding, but you get the idea. So yeah, those are the 6 opening games. The ones I'm most intrigued are Columbus, Toronto, and Orlando, DC, and I'm interested to see Atlanta play. So those are the ones I definitely keep an eye out for. It all starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. Last game's at 10:30 Eastern. So pretty much all day there's games, which is exciting. So I hope you enjoyed this opening day preview. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening, and catch you next time.